Good morning, grade 7 students. Welcome back to IS as we begin our next theme in geography, which is movement. If it would work. There we go. Number 4, movement. Movement, before we get into that, I want you to write down where do you think each one of these items come from. So the top one in the left, there is a hamburger, then there's paper money, then there's hot dogs, like bratwurst type things. And there's hockey, wonderful game. And then there's the number system that we know. There's Halloween, there's the judicial system, and then there's the chocolate bar. So pause the video, write down where do you think each one of these comes from. And this will be our method of introducing movement. Okay, after you've paused, the hamburger comes from Germany. They spent a lot of time. China was the first one to invent paper money. Germany also invented the hot dogs. They love their meat up there near Scandinavia. Um, the Hindu Arab invented the number system, and the Celtic community began the Halloween, the tradition of dressing up like scary things. Greece started democracies. I hope you learned that last year. And then the Aztecs started the chocolate bar snack. And last but not least, Canada started the game of hockey. It's the best. Okay, now movement takes into account things, objects, whatever it is. It's all part of movement. I want you to be. Oh, Lydia just walked in. I'm going to pause. Okay, I'm back at you. So I'm going to move my screen here. In a common day, typical day for you, looking at all these objects on the screen, what do you typically interact with? Um, right? What do you use? Do you use a faucet? Do you use a teddy bear? Do you eat pineapple or ice cream? Or do you chop wood, play the drums, play games, play video games, play board games? Do you watch birds, butterflies? Do you stand on a scale? Do you take a shower? Do you drive around in a car with gasoline? Do you play instruments? Okay, these are all objects and things that come from all over the world. Okay, they're not native to one place, right? Indonesia did not invent the television, right? Nor did they invent gasoline, yet you find those here, right? Pineapples grow naturally here and peanuts, but you can find those in Canada as well. Life jackets, swimming, beach toys, right? All these things, they don't originate in one place or the place where you came. They are brought in. They're inventions, they're made, and somehow they all end up in stores and homes all around the world. So this brings us to our idea of movement, our theme movement. Movement is about ideas. It's the realm of ideas, communication, how objects, people, and ideas move around the world. So, what are some of the different ways you communicate with other people, right? Just out of the blue, I can think of this, right? Video, YouTube, social media. I talk to you, right? We have face-to-face conversations every once in a while. Text messages, I could write a letter and mail it to my mom in Canada. I could use Morse code. I could get a newspaper, right? I could write my message in there. I could do a book. I could do radio. I could do television. All these different things. Those are ways that people communicate, right? TV, cell phones, laptops, Starbucks, coffee, movement. Okay, this is a big one that you need to know. Movement is, okay, how people, places, and everything move. The interaction of many people, places, and everything from day to day. We travel from place to place, rely upon different products, information, ideas from sources beyond our immediate environment. This all explains the theme of movement. Movement is how are things being communicated, transferred um, from place to place. And so we understand not everything is from our home country, therefore it had to get there somehow. Movement. When asking or learning about movement, we need to think about um, and ask these questions. So these are questions that help guide us when we begin to think about movement. The who, what, where, when, and how. So who created it? Who invented it? What is it? What is its purpose, right? Where does it come from? Okay, where is its significance? When did it get invented, right? When did we learn about this? So if we take something like my favorite invention in the world is ice cream, right? Ice cream. Who invented ice cream? Well, probably somebody in Europe or in China or in a place where there is ice, right? So maybe Canada. I don't know. Canada. I don't know. We didn't. But what is it? It is a frozen drink or snack, right? Milk products. So there's got to be those kinds of things. Where do you get these things? So milk, ice, those things don't come naturally in Indonesia because there's not many cows and there's not much ice. So when did it get there? And why do things, people, and information move? How do things move? How did it get there? Ask yourself the question, who, what, when, where, how, why, and you will learn more about movement. This is not a very good video, I'm sorry. Lydia's on the other one. So, um, let's think about how has movement changed? So there's always been movement. You've always been able to walk to the house next to you and talk to the people there. However, in ancient times, they had different means of communication that we still use today mostly, but we have developed more. So in ancient times, right, they would what send somebody on a camel right across the desert to tell them in 3 years come to the king's wedding, right? Or um, they would send letters, carriers. They had birds that would be able to fly, homing pigeons. They would um, establish um, markets, things like that. And people would come from ancient China along the Greek or the Silk Road and develop and bring products from other places to sell in new places. So it came mostly on the lips of humans or on the backs of animals or by oars or sails, so ships. And so these ideas would travel and people would share them person to person, right? There might be some scrolls or some books written by people like Socrates or Aristotle, and they would communicate ideas through those means. Today, we live in a technological world, radio, all those kinds of things. It's much different, much more advanced, much more immediate. However, the information that needed to be communicated, like trading and banks, we see those happening even in ancient times. So it's not impossible. The theme of movement helps us understand, sorry, who we are, how we are connected with, who we are connected with, and dependent upon other religions, cultures, and people. So movement really just shows us how small the world is and how um, we need to be aware of that. We need to be stewards of it. We need to do our part in establishing and maintaining our role in the world as people, religions, and cultures, respecting them, but also learning or critiquing. And oftentimes we forget about the critique of other cultures and learning from their mistakes, whereas today in this world, everyone wants to just say all the good and you can't say anything bad. Um, oh, we're not going to do this because you've already done it. Have a wonderful